Stop struggling alone with English. Join us today, hit subscribe, and let's flow to fluency together.
So what do you actually do when you've got some free time? Do you maybe pick up a book, get lost in a story? Or perhaps you're more into games, working out strategies, or maybe just scrolling on your phone. Happens to us all. Well, whatever it is you do, these fun activities are called hobbies. And today we're doing a deep dive into the language around them. We're looking at a great source called Hobbies Vocabulary, Your Free Time Story. And our mission, really, is to show how just a few specific words can unlock a much more, friendly and interesting way to talk about your own life, your passions.
Exactly. And it's kind of fascinating, isn't it, how these seemingly simple words, they're not just labels, they're like keys. Keys to expressing who you are, what you care about when you're not, working or doing chores. It's about explaining what we do, yes, but also who we become in that free time. And understanding that, it really matters for how we connect with people, how we understand each other.
I totally agree. And what I'm really excited about today is not just listing 10 key words for hobbies, but showing you how you can actually weave these words together to create your own sort of free time story, a snapshot of you. So let's get into it. Let's uncover what these simple words really mean. Okay, first up, reading. We all know what reading is, obviously, picking up a book, an article. But I'm curious, beyond just like taking in information, how does reading really shape us in maybe less obvious ways? What's the deeper impact?
That's a great place to start because, it's so much more than just absorbing content. We think of it as solitary, right? But it's actually deeply social in a unique way. Every book is almost like a conversation, a window into someone else's mind, maybe across time, across cultures.
Conversation, I like.
Yeah, and it really hones what psychologists call theory of mind, that ability to understand that other people have different thoughts, feelings, intentions.
Okay. Empathy building.
Exactly. By immersing ourselves in stories, different characters, different viewpoints, we kind of live other lives vicariously, and that actively builds empathy. Few other activities do it quite like reading. The kind of reading seems to matter too, like reading complex fiction that really challenges you to track relationships, motivations. It boosts emotional intelligence.
Right.
Whereas nonfiction might train different skills, critical thinking, analyzing information, questioning sources.
So it's like different genres are workouts for different parts of the brain.
That's a great way to put it. Yeah, like a mental gym.
A challenging philosophy text stretches your logic. A historical novel expands your emotional grasp of an era. Makes sense.
Precisely. And even the choice of what we read can say something, maybe about our current mood or what questions we're grappling with, even subconsciously. It's this quiet escape, but it simultaneously deepens your engagement with the world, really enriching.
That internal connection is fascinating. Okay, let's shift from taking things in to putting things out. Writing. We often think of writing as, for communication, for others to read. But is that always its main power? Or is there a really significant internal value?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's a key point. Sharing writing is important, of course. It connects us, shapes ideas. But the internal landscape of writing, arguably just as vital, maybe even more so for personal growth.
Oh, so?
Well, think about something like journaling. That's a deliberate act, right? Taking the chaos inside thoughts, feelings, and giving it structure on paper.
Externalizing it.
Exactly. This thinking on paper can be incredibly therapeutic. It helps clarify things, track how you're feeling or changing, even process difficult stuff, all without needing an audience.
Yeah, I find that too. Just the act of writing forces a clarity that, just thinking doesn't always bring. You have to choose the words, structure it. Vague feelings become clearer, sometimes surprisingly so.
That's it. And it goes beyond journaling, any kind of writing, really. Crafting an email, writing a poem, whatever, it demands precision. Organizing your thoughts. It's a serious cognitive workout. Boosts critical thinking, problem solving. You often arrive at insights through the writing process itself, things you wouldn't have just contemplating.
So it sharpens the mind, refines expression, helps self-understanding, even if nobody else sees it.
Precisely. A powerful tool for yourself.
Okay, from words to images, let's talk about drawing. It feels like such a direct way to express something visually. But how does drawing actually change how we see the world? Or even help us solve problems in ways words can't? Does it tap into different brain areas?
Good question. It's definitely more than just copying what's in front of you. Drawing is an active process, observation, interpretation. It really impacts our cognition. When you draw, you have to simplify complex forms, right? Understand light, shadow, how things relate in space.
You really have to look.
Exactly. It trains your brain to notice details, patterns you'd normally miss. It sharpens your visual literacy. And historically, drawing was crucial for science. Think Da Vinci's anatomy sketches, early botanical drawing.
Right, observation.
It's a powerful, nonverbal way to solve problems, too. Visualizing solutions, mapping out ideas before they become real.
That makes sense why artists often seem to notice so much more detail. It's a practiced skill, not just talent.
Precisely. And for many, it's also therapeutic, meditative, almost. A way to express things words can't quite capture, making the invisible visible, you could say.
Engaging with the world differently, analytically, but emotionally, too.
A unique blend, yeah.
Okay, building on drawing, painting. Painting brings in color, texture. How does that sort of elevate the expression? Does it tap into different things psychologically maybe or culturally?
Oh, absolutely. Painting definitely dials up the emotional and conceptual possibilities. Drawing often focuses on line, form. Painting throws in the whole psychology of color.
Ah, like how colors make us feel things.
Exactly. How blues can be calming or sad, red's passionate or angry, often hitting us subconsciously. It moves beyond just showing what's there to really interpreting it. Artists can inject their own feelings, their ideas, their whole perspective into a scene. And culturally, painting's been huge. Storytelling, spiritual expression, recording history, cave paintings, Renaissance frescoes. They all reflect the worldviews of their time.
So it's not just seeing the world, it's feeling it and then putting that feeling onto the canvas. And the materials matter too, right? Oils versus watercolors. They give different textures, moods.
Absolutely. That adds another layer. The physical act itself, layering paint, mixing colors, it involves different skills, different decisions. It's very tactile.
Immersive.
Yeah, you're creating whole worlds. So it's this really profound vehicle for expression, personal and collective, discovering yourself through color and form.
Okay, let's shift gears completely now. Let's get physical. Dancing. We associate it with joy, celebration, fun, which it is. But what are some of the deeper roles dancing plays, culturally, psychologically, maybe in ways that surprise us? How does it connect mind and body?
Dancing is fascinating because it's so primal, so deeply human. We sometimes dismiss it, but its significance is huge. It's basically a universal language.
Beyond words.
Totally. It communicates everything: courtship, celebration, grief, ritual, across all sorts of cultures. And psychologically, it's a prime example of embodied cognition.
Embodied cognition, what's that?
It's the idea that our thinking isn't just in our heads, it's shaped by our physical bodies and experiences. When we dance, we're integrating movement, rhythm, emotion, all at once. That can lead to really powerful emotional release, catharsis, and a stronger sense of self-awareness. You feel it in your body.
I always thought of it as a release, yeah, but embodied cognition that adds something. Like moving isn't just showing an emotion, but maybe helping you process it.
Yeah.
Thinking with your whole body.
That's a great way to put it. And it's not always just for expression. Think about ballet or traditional folk dances. They can be incredibly disciplined, athletic, demanding precision, grace.
Right, skill and technique.
And those movements often carry generations of meaning. Cultural stories, traditions. It lets people, communities tell stories, keep traditions alive, feel connected through that shared rhythm, both personal freedom and group connection.
Powerful stuff.
Yeah.
And often right alongside dancing, we find singing, the human voice. It's our most personal instrument, isn't it?
Yeah.
What makes singing such a potent way to connect, to release emotion? What does it reveal about us?
It really is the most intimate instrument, because it literally comes from within us. That makes the link between emotion and sound incredibly direct, more direct than maybe any other art form. So singing can be profoundly cathartic, channeling joy, sadness, longing. Through melody, through rhythm, it often reaches places that just plain words can't touch. And culturally, like dancing, it's huge for identity, binding communities. Think folk songs, anthems, religious chants, or stadiums singing together. That energy.
Exactly, that powerful sense of unity, shared feeling, even among strangers.
And just personally, I find singing, even if it's badly in the car, it's an instant mood lift sometimes. Feels like a physical release.
Absolutely. It engages lots of brain areas: memory, emotion, language. Studies show it can improve mood, reduce stress. It's a unique window into culture, feelings, self-expression. It really makes you think about how we use our voices musically and what that sound reveals about our inner world, even to ourselves.
Okay, from the arts to something more strategic maybe. Playing games, board games, video games, sports. What kinds of essential life skills or social dynamics do games teach us? Things we might not notice day to day.
Games are really interesting. They're basically structured play, and they tap into these fundamental desires we have for challenge, for competition, for interacting with others, while teaching us really crucial skills.
Like, well, problem solving for one, strategic thinking, adapting when things don't go as planned. Think about chess planning moves ahead. Or a team sport like, say, basketball, real-time teamwork, communication under pressure.
Right. Quick thinking.
Games demand that cognitive agility, and they provide a pretty low-stakes place to practice it.
Yeah, I found playing a tricky board game together can be amazing for team building, or even something simple like Pictionary. Forces you to communicate differently.
Exactly. And socially, they teach negotiation, compromise, sportsmanship, how to win well, how to lose without falling apart. Really valuable lessons.
Definitely.
Plus, they build bonds, shared experiences, inside jokes. For kids, games help with motor skills, reasoning, impulse control. For adults, they're a vital escape. De-stressing, engaging different brain parts. Play isn't just for kids, it's fundamental.
Okay, now for something that hits almost all the senses, cooking. It's about making food, obviously. But what's the deeper meaning here, culturally?
Yeah.
Personally, how does it connect us?
Cooking is, well, it's deeply nourishing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Literally, yes, but also figuratively. It connects us right back to basic sustenance, but also to culture, to tradition, all over the world. It's this cool mix of science and art.
Science and art, how so?
Well, the science is in the precision, right? Ingredients, temperatures, reactions, like chemistry. But the art is in the creativity, combining flavors, plating it beautifully, intuition.
I see that.
And what we sometimes miss is that it's profoundly an act of care, a way to show love, hospitality. Feeding people is fundamental to social life. Think family dinners, holiday feasts.
Oh, absolutely. Food evokes memories like nothing else, smells from childhood kitchens. It's like edible storytelling in a way.
Exactly, and it lets you explore the world. Trying different cuisines is like a sensory trip to another culture, right, in your own kitchen.
Bridging distances through taste.
And the whole process. Choosing ingredients, chopping, stirring, plating, it can be really meditative, grounding.
Yeah.
And the satisfaction of making something delicious, immense. It engages us physically, mentally, emotionally, fosters creativity, connection, very tangible.
From the kitchen's warmth to the garden's fresh air.
Yeah.
Number 9, gardening. Lots of people find it really calming, nurturing plants. How does gardening connect us back to nature? And what lessons does it teach? Patience, resilience.
Gardening offers this really direct, tangible link to nature, to life cycles, something we often lose in busy urban lives. And yes, it absolutely demands patience and close observation. You have to learn what each plant needs, watch the weather, wait for things to grow at their own pace.
Yeah, rush it.
Nope. And there's a deeply meditative quality to it. Tending the soil, weeding. It can really lower stress, make you more mindful, present in the moment. It's also a powerful metaphor for personal growth, isn't it?
What do you mean?
Well, plants need care, the right food, the right conditions to thrive, just like us.
Ah, I see that. I always feel such pride seeing even a tiny sprout push through. Reminds you, growth takes time, consistent effort, applies way beyond the garden bed.
Exactly. And it teaches resilience. Things go wrong, right? Pests, bad weather, a plant fails. But you learn from it, adapt, try again next season.
Sure.
And the rewards, flowers, vegetables, they're so satisfying. Proof of your effort. It reminds us we're part of an ecosystem, that we can cultivate life and beauty. Fosters respect for nature, responsibility.
And finally, our 10th word. One many of us dream about, traveling. Going your places. But beyond just collecting experiences or photos, what profound changes does travel actually foster in our perspective, our personal development?
Traveling is maybe the ultimate hobby for widening your perspective. Its impact is way more than just sightseeing. It fundamentally pushes you out of your comfort zone.
Definitely.
And that challenges your assumptions, expands how you see the world, your own place in it. When you encounter different cultures, languages, ways of living firsthand, it forces you to adapt, be resilient, solve problems on the fly.
Like navigating a strange city or trying food you can't even name.
Exactly. Those experiences expose you to diversity, build empathy, make you less, well, ethnocentric, less likely to think your way is the only way.
It's like a crash course in human variety and ingenuity, isn't it? You come back changed. Yeah. Seeing your own life, your own culture through a different lens.
Absolutely. And the personal transformation, that's often overlooked. Travel can show you strengths you didn't know you had, or vulnerabilities too. It leads to real self-discovery. It's not just about seeing new sights, it's about seeing with new eyes, yourself included. Creates memories, insights that stick with you, reshape you long after you're home. Fosters a more connected global mindset.
Okay, wow. Yeah. That was quite a journey through those 10 words. Reading, writing, drawing, painting, dancing, singing, playing games, cooking, gardening, and traveling. And this is where it all clicks together, hopefully. Our source material really shows how these aren't just isolated words. They're the building blocks for your own story, a way to paint a picture of you. Think about using them to describe your free time, like this example they gave. In my free time, I enjoy reading and writing. Sometimes I draw and paint. I dance and sing when I am happy. I play games with my friends. I cook with my family. On weekends, I do gardening. And one day, I want to travel around the world. See? With the deeper understanding we've just talked about, those words instantly create this really vibrant personal image. It's not a list, it's a narrative, a glimpse into who you are. It helps you talk about your passions effectively.
Precisely. And connecting that to the bigger picture, getting comfortable with these words lets you not just understand your passions, but really articulate them, share your unique story. You're giving people a richer glimpse of your identity, not just, facts.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder, doesn't it? How often do we miss the richness in our lives or struggle to show our true selves just because we don't have the right words handy? Or a way to frame it that feels engaging. These words offer that structure, that depth. They invite curiosity, connection.
That's a really powerful point. It makes this whole deep dive feel so valuable. So, okay, here's a little challenge for you listening. Pick one of these words, or just your absolute favorite hobby, and try writing one sentence about it. Maybe something like, I find real peace and creativity in painting, or I love the challenge and teamwork of playing volleyball.
Just make it personal, make it yours. See how much that one well-chosen word can actually say. Yeah, do that. And while you're thinking about it, consider this. Just these 10 words, when you dig into them a bit, they reveal so much about people, about cultures all over the world. So what else can you really discover about someone beyond the surface just by understanding their hobbies, by noticing the passion when they talk about them? And maybe the most interesting question to ponder, what deeper truths does your favorite hobby really say about you? About your values, your needs, your dreams, and how could knowing that enrich your life, your connections, something to mull over until our next deep dive?
The experience and the feeling